something amazing.
Hey everyone, I'm here to give you your heads up for the week so that you know what we're talking about in our Bible study on Sunday mornings, as well as a couple other announcements. Alright, so this week I'm actually getting married to my beautiful fiance Ashley on Saturday, so I won't be in our Bible study, but we have a great guy who's filling in for us. He's a dear friend and he's filled in a couple times for us, and he's a wonderful help. His name's Matt Kiley, and he's actually a fellow parent of a youth as well to you guys, so he's definitely familiar with the things that go on in our youth group, and so we love having him. He'll be teaching in 2 Samuel chapter 22. It's about David's song of thanksgiving. And so our central truth is that God's faithfulness, protection, and salvation should produce thankfulness in our hearts. And that's a very important thing to talk about because it's not always easy to have an attitude of thankfulness when things go wrong and we're having a hard time in our lives. But it is important because we always have things to be thankful for in our lives. So, just as a resource to you, I have what's called a family connection. It's a little sheet that's going to be attached to the email where you got the link to this video. And so I want you to be able to use that. The first section is called As You Go. And so what that is it's two different, not necessarily in-depth discussion questions, but they are ones that kind of help get the conversation going between you and your student in youth group. And the first question is, what are some things you're thankful for? Simple as that. It helps keep your mind and maybe even put you back into the attitude of thankfulness towards the Lord. Remember what you have in your life. The second question, how do you most often express your thanks to those people in your life? Boy, that's difficult sometimes because I know for me, I had a rough time expressing thankfulness to people. I was thankful. I felt like they knew I was thankful, but sometimes we don't always stop to go back and thank people and maybe verbally say it to them for what they've done for us and show our appreciation. Also on the family connection sheet, in the next section, you have a family devotion, and that may be a great resource for you and your family to get together, maybe midweek, and kind of talk through things that happen on Sunday, just a refresher in the mind of having that attitude of thankfulness. There's a little section that's a summary of the lesson itself, and then there's also two discussion questions at the bottom, and even midweek study that just takes you through the quarter as well. Just because it's on this page doesn't mean that it necessarily fits your family. I want you to take this resource just like you take any other resource and make it work the way God would have you make it work in your own family. Every family is different. Some families have 10 people, some families have 2 people. So I want you to take it and make it your own, but what I want to do is be there for you, provide the resources for you, just like we try and provide resources for your students as well. You're the primary discipler in the home. I only get to see your kids for a few hours every week. Even if I meet one-on-one with them, I still only get to see them every once in a while. But we want to be here for you. If there's anything we can be praying for you about, please let me know. Email me, call me, text me. We want to be here for you and for your students. All right, just a couple of quick announcements for you before we go. One, we have a worship night that's coming up. We still have to nail down a date. We're trying to get through the planning stages here, but a student came to me and said, hey, we want to do a worship night. And I said, awesome, let's go for it. Let's plan it together. And I'm so proud of him because he's done a fabulous job helping me get this, and we've been brainstorming. So be on the lookout for that date that's coming up. We'll most likely do it on a Wednesday just to kind of accommodate everyone's schedule. All right, one other announcement for you guys before we go. We have camp coming up. Sign-ups are already available for you. Now, when I say coming up, it's not like next month, but it is several months away. We wanted to try and get ahead of the game for you. So that'll be July 8th through the 13th. Put that down on your calendar. I know this time of year, especially with corporate jobs, you're putting in for time off and you want to schedule your vacations for the whole summer. So I want to make it as early as possible for you to include huge life-changing camps. In order to sign up, all you have to do is text, call, email me, and I will be sure to put your name down and we'll get you even more information. But included in this email, just like the Family Connection sheet, I've also attached a little packet of information for you so that you know some deadlines and money information there for you. We don't want to keep you on the dark on anything. All right, guys, that's been your heads up for the week, and I can't wait to see your students when I get back.
This is the start of something amazing.